Good morning, dear students. I'm Ajwa Srivastav, your social studies trainer. Today in this class, we are going to continue with the same chapter, that is print culture and modern world. In the previous class, we have read about what print culture is, what is the impact of print culture and its origin as well. We have read about the case of China and other countries, Portuguese countries as well, from where we have started with this concept of print media. So in this class, we are going to study about French Revolution and print culture. So if you remember, in the previous class only we have read the first chapter of history, that was this particular French Revolution. There in the last semester, that is annual examination, I gave you one question which was that how print culture is related to French Revolution. Actually, this print culture has impacted French Revolution. It is said that this particular French Revolution, whatever has been happening, print culture created a leading role in that. If we talk about print culture, then there will be three arguments in that we are going to read here. There are three arguments that we will study today in this chapter. So come on page number 115, 4.2. So like many historians are there who are just saying that this print media has impacted and it basically started this French Revolution. Earlier, whenever we talk about French Revolution, there are three estates. Estate 1 was there, estate 2 was there, and estate 3 was there. Only third estate was, if they were supposed to pay the taxes, other were not have to, they don't even have to pay taxes. So this was the concept behind that. And what estate 1 and 2 were enjoying all the powers, but the 3 was literally very suffering. And at that time, women were literally didn't given any voting right at that time, and they usually suffered for that. And this print culture, print media has created a leading role in that. So let me read that. First, what is the first argument written here? Print popularized the idea of the Enlightenment thinker. What is the meaning of Enlightenment? So basically, whenever we talk about Enlightenment, basically Enlightenment means a change of a way of thinking. Whatever we were thinking previously is now changed. So this particular thing, print culture has brought enlightenment in the people, because here the way of thinking among the people has been changed. It was just because of the authors, the writer who were continuously writing some of the pamphlets or books. So it is written in that this particular third estate is suffering from whatever monarchy that is taking place in the country. So this gave an idea to the people that it is not something that should be followed in the country. We need to overcome with such issues. We have to raise our voice, and we need voting rights as well. So this was the case, and Enlightenment came. So it was a result of print culture. Print culture has brought this because there were many authors like Rousseau and either Jock and Locke was there who has written some of the books, and this literally created a buzz among the people, and they literally raised their voice. So this was the first argument. Second argument was print created a new culture of dialogue and debate. Here the second culture, that argument that was put was debate, because earlier whatever monarchy or the king was saying, people were, the first, second and third, all the states were following the same thing. But this particular era of print culture gave people to raise their voice and to create a question on each issue, whatever things that is raising by the monarchy or the king. So this particular thing has created a debate and discussion among the people that this is not something which is required in the country. We are also a part of this country, and we need to overcome with such problem. So this particular thing, the second argument was put forward, and print culture literally helped in this particular issue. Now last but not the least, third argument was by the 1780s, there was an outpouring of literature that mocked the royalty and criticized their morality. So in this chapter, I told you that how print culture are evolving day by day, not in the case of just technology, but also some other cases as well. Whenever we talk about the third argument that was put forward in the print culture was basically related to the literature that was coming day by day. In these types of literature, what people were doing, they were rewriting those things and mocking on the first and second estate, those who were in the power. Basically, first and second states were basically enjoying all the powers. All the powers were enjoyed basically by first and second estate. Third estate was suffering at that time. So this particular literature was for against these particular people, that they were enjoying the power and which is not getting by the third person, third estate. Clergy, nobility, they all were enjoying the power. But the people who were on the lower status, they were deprived from such things. So these literature created a question mark on the lifestyle of the first and second estates. Now, come to page number 117, the 19th century. The next topic is the 19th century. Here we are going to talk about whatever things that took place in the century 19. What we have done, we are going to read here. So, children, women and workers. This particular 19th century is going to talk about children, women and literature. In this particular era or century, you will notice there is an involvement of children, women and literature has also evolved with this time. So, as primary education became compulsory from the late 19th century, children became an important category of the reader. So here, when we talk about the 19th century, then it is said that children became an important element because here, in this particular case, school became compulsory. And when school became compulsory, then at that time there was a huge demand of notebooks and textbook came, and here print culture played an important role. Not only this, when we talk about the case of women, which is the second case, here the image of women changed in the 19th century. Why it is changed? Because here women also witnessed some of the changes in themselves and realized that now it's time to raise their voices and have to adopt the print culture. So not only they have adopted the new literature which was there related to them only, but they have started writing as well. Print has now become a leisure life. It has literally became a, we can say that, a status symbol among women also. So women has not only started reading these literature, but they have started writing as well. So, and if we talk about literature, that is the third case. In the form, if we talk about literature, then you will find that in case of literature, literature has also evolved with the time. In this, you will find that whatever thing which were considered vulgar, like if we talk about something which is insensitive to the people, towards the people, things which are related to sex or any other thing was not considered equally important, and elite people and children were not able to read such things because it was considered obsessively and it was not good for the people. So such publications avoid those stuff which usually talk of insensitive things which are not good for the children. And elite people are also boycotting all those things which are related to some of the things that are sensual, sexual things. Such aspect of literature was literally avoiding at that time. But if we talk about today's, then there is a literature where we talk about all these aspects. Here, in Hindi or in English, both the cases, novels are coming. And we talk about the movies also. Then you will find such thing in sensual things was also there, where we talk about such aspects. Now it is there in this concept. So here the concept of library was also created in this time. If we talk about print media, then library also played an important role in this. Then libraries had been existing from 17th century onwards. In 19th century, leading libraries in England became instrument for educating white collars, artisans and middle class people. So this particular library has become an important part for educating the people. Now that's what all we have read in the 19th century, and these three are the things that plays an important role. Now the next topic given on page number 118, further innovation. See, there were many innovations that took place during print revolution, and everything was carrying on day by day. So if we talk about the innovations, then we will talk about innovation in case of print media. Print media was evolving day by day. Here we will notice some of the cases where from block printing we have come to this mechanical printing. So this was an innovation. Further on, innovations were taking place and people are adopting such changes. So it is 5.2. Further innovation was there. By the late 18th century, press came to be made out of metal. Through 19th century, there was a series of further innovation in printing technology. By the mid-19th century, Richard M. Howe of New York had perfected the power-driven cylindrical press. So here you will find that power-driven cylindrical press came to existence. Now, what happened in this case? Earlier, we were following block printing, but now in the 19th century, M. Howe has adopted this thing, has introduced this concept of cylindrical press. And what was there in that? From that, machines got developed and innovations was taking place day by day. So the press was practically useful for printing newspaper. 8,000 sheets per hour was printing at that time. In the 19th century, offset press were developed which could print up to 6 colors at a time. From the turn of 20th century, critically operated press accelerated printing operation. A series of other development was followed. Methods of feeding paper improved, quality improved as well. So what they are saying is that not only we have improved the machine technologies or any other thing, but the papers on which things were printed, whether it is newspaper, magazines, anything, they were also developed day by day. And here you can say that papers also developed at that time, and there was an innovation in this sector as well. Printers and publications continuously developed new strategies to sell their products. 19th century periodical serialized important novels which gave birth to particular way of writing novels. In the 1920s in England, popular work was sold in cheap series called the Shilling series. The dust cover or the book jackets is also 20th century innovation with onset of Great Depression. In 19th century, published fears and decline in book publishers. To sustain buying them, they brought out cheap paperback edition. So what happened? There was several other things also. Paper was developed, machine was developed. Now, publishers have got an idea that they have to introduce new novels at that time. A time came when all the publication came out and they have introduced many of the novels, new novels. But in the year of 1930s, Great Depression was there, where people stopped purchasing all the books. Book covers were also introduced at that time, but people stopped that and also the publisher came back to the old version of paperback because people were not at that time purchasing all the things that were very costly at that time. So all these innovations that was took place in 18th and 19th and 20th century. So I hope I have made this thing very clear. So we'll be meeting in the next class. Thank you.